Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you are enjoying your days. And we are going to deal with second chapter of geography, which is quite relative with the portion of globe. That globe is divided with some kind of particular lines which are artificially drawn to make the map, and that what known to be as latitudes and longitudes. So these are artificial line. You can see at the left side of the center, left side of the top of the left side, that these all are the artificials line. And these lines are created just because of to understand and draw the map of the globe. So there are many kind of map. You have a pocket maps, you have a countries map, you have a rotated map, you have a globe map, you have a balloon type of map, and these are pointed with needles. Like this is a needle, and this is the needle, this particular thing, and this needle uh, is over there, and it can be judged, and it can be says to all of us that the earth is very round, and that's why we have a axis and we have a equator. So guys, particularly there are three types of line which you can find. Equator comes at the center of the pole, and there is north pole and there is a south pole. These are to be known as latitude. Okay students, these are to be known as latitudes. And the lines which was artificially drawn from north pole to south pole, which is to be known as what? Longitude. Okay, longitude. So here comes the line which is imaginary. Another imaginary line running on the globe divided into two equal parts. This line known as equator. So here is a equator. This is a equator, and this is the equator, and over there this is your uh, Tropic of Cancer, which comes north side in North Pole, and the Tropic of Capricorn over here. This is this is Tropic of Capricorn, which having a ratio of 23rd and half in South Pole and 23rd and half North Pole. The Tropic of Cancer, which is to be known as Karkavrut and Markarvut in Gujarati. So look at this. Here in this imagery you can find everything. This is Tropic of Capricorn, equator, Tropic of Cancer, which is Karkavrut, and North Pole and South Pole. And also I want to suggest you and tell you that our Earth is not very similar with the when you comes it to horizontal line. It slightly move and then is goes round on then it goes round with the earth, around the sun. So these lines mentions over here which is artificially. In actual way there is no such line on earth. Okay, so Tropic of Cancer, it's known as 23.9 ratio in the northern hemisphere, and Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 in southern hemisphere. So an Arcite circle is 66.5, which is comes in North Pole. Okay, and the same in South Pole, which comes the Antarctic circle 66.2 south equator. So these map of the latitudes and the heat zone can comes here, and you can say now the concept of heat zone of the earth. So guys, when look at this torch, when you see the torch, you can find out that when you put a one paper and that torch with your another hand, and you on that torch, it slightly make a full round angle, which is to be known as this particular torch is nothing but a imaginary sun. Okay, and that imaginary sun is putted over there, and which creates a kind of uh, full moon type of rays of the sun. So what happened, those countries which are situated near equator, all the rays of the sun fallen down over there in a negative way. This is why Indian are in the South India, you can see some people are very dark with skin. So this becomes the reason. This is what the longitude, the so these lines are comes from North Pole to South Pole, and which makes the angle of 30 ratio. What is the ratio of these angles is 30. To fix the position place, it is necessary to know something more than the latitude of that place. You can see, for example, that Tonga Island in the Pacific Ocean and Mauritius Island in the Indian Ocean are situated on the same latitude, like 20 ratio, with having a 20 ratio. Okay, so here we have this kind of longitude where ratio 20 to ratio 60 to ratio 30 to ratio 90 to 120 and till to 180. So if you count that how many longitude are there, there are 180 longitude. Okay, unlike parallels of latitude, all meridians are of equal length. Thus, it was difficult to number the meridians. Hence, all countries decided that the count should begin from the meridian which passed through Greenwich, where the British Royal Observatory is located. The meridian is called the prime meridian. Its value is 0 longitude, and from it we count 180 degree eastward as well as 180 westward. The prime meridian and 180 meridian divided the earth into two equal halves. So you can see over here the meridian line. This is what the meridian line, and this line is the center part for longitude. Like we have a center part in a latitude which is to be known as equator, and this makes a half of the earth pole. Make so for that you have to take a one ball which you need to play with cricket. So, and take one pen and just draw the middle, a slight middle line which is over there, and that line must be in dot sense, not the full line, so you can understand that what the prime meridian is all about. Okay guys, here is the map, and you can see the prime meridian is half of the countries, and there comes the uh, Greenwich line, which is middle of this these map. And in Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean is right side, and Atlantic Ocean and Pacific Ocean in left side also, and which parts both the continents, which is very big, Africa and Asia, and here Australia, and here you will have a North America and South America, and also European countries over there. So these comes in London. Okay, Greenwich land, situated in London, British. Now the question comes, why do we have a standard time? uh, Look guys, if there is a 7 o'clock in our Navsari or in our Surat, then it is not the same time in Paschim Bengal. Sorry, there is a same time in Paschim Bengal, but the sun uh, rises at earlier than we see the sun over here in Navsari or Surat. Like if the sun rises over there in 4 o'clock in Paschim Bengal or Arunachal Pradesh, this is what Arunachal Pradesh here, okay, and this is Paschim Bengal. So if the sun rises from here 4 o'clock, then we can send sun here 6 o'clock arises, and the same situation happen when uh, sun goes down and it sets. So here we have also our Dwarka name and Gujarat name, and here also the name of Assam is already situated over there. So this is nothing but the timing period. So we have decided that what type of timing period do we have from for all the people of India. So then we have decided the Indian Standard Time, which is IST, from this Prayagraj. Prayagraj is to be known as today. Sorry, Prayagraj was known as Allahabad, and today it's known as Prayagraj. Okay, so Kabir lives in a small town near Bhopal. So some candidate named Kabir who lives over there, and he tells his friend Alok that they will not be able to sleep tonight. A day and day night cricket match between India and England had started 2 p.m. in London. So the time which was in London at 2 p.m. means the match would begin 7:30 p.m. in India. Okay, so the difference of night and day is happens because of the sun, and we have a Indian Greenwich Standard Time, which is located in Greenwich in England, which is 8:22 degree 30 equator, is 5 hours and 30 minutes ahead of Indian time. So if here is 2 o'clock, then in England, sorry, in England if there is a 2 o'clock, then we have a 7:30 p.m. in India. So guys, as so far as the this chapter is concerned, there is two things which are very important: latitude and longitude. And these latitude and longitude are nothing but the artificial lines, horizontal, and the line which are over there is the artificial line, and these line are to be known as latitude, and this these line are to be known as longitude. So to make sure the time and to performance of the world, these happens that we make a map. So when you need to make a map, you require these artificial lines. So latitude and longitude is very simple. You read it 2 to 3 times and you can automatically understand. And if you have a query, then message me or make a call. Stay tuned with Astro Global School. Okay.